Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in each of our lives when we face a moment of crisis, a moment when everything seems broken, torn apart, and beyond repair. It could be a failure, a heartbreak, a loss, or perhaps the weight of an overwhelming challenge. You might feel as though you've hit rock bottom, and the world is moving on while you're stuck, buried in the ruins of what once was. But let me tell you this, those ruins are not your end, they are your foundation. Rebuilding yourself is not about simply picking up the pieces. It's about transforming the rubble into something powerful, something greater than before. It's about rising stronger, wiser, and more determined. And it starts with the choice to rebuild. You see, every great structure, every masterpiece, every life of significance was once just a rough sketch, an idea in someone's mind. They didn't start out perfect. And they didn't come together without a fight. They faced obstacles, doubts, and moments of failure. But the key to their success was resilience. The key was the decision to rebuild when the world said, "It's over." To rebuild yourself, you must first let go of the past. You cannot move forward while holding on to what is behind you. You must let go of regret, of guilt, of the mistakes that have tried to define you. They are not who you are, they are just lessons, stepping stones on your journey. It's time to release the weight of your past and embrace the freedom of your future. Next, you need to have a vision of who you want to become. This is where your power lies, in the vision you create for yourself. Do not let your circumstances dictate who you are or what you can achieve. Your dreams are not limited by your past, your failures, or the opinions of others. They are only limited by your belief in yourself and your willingness to take action. Rebuild your mindset, reshape your thoughts, and dare to dream bigger than you ever have before. Then you must take responsibility for your own growth. Rebuilding yourself is not a passive process. It requires effort, commitment, and persistence. You will have to work on your character, your skills, your habits. You will have to build a daily routine that nourishes your mind, body, and soul. Rebuilding is a marathon, not a sprint. But every small action you take will bring you closer to your ideal self. Life has a way of throwing obstacles in our path, sometimes in the form of failure, loss, or deep personal challenges. It's easy to feel as though these experiences mark the end of the road. We can easily fall into the trap of believing that when something is broken, whether it's our dreams, our confidence, or our relationships, it's beyond repair. But what if I told you that these very moments of breakdown are actually the starting point for something powerful? What if, instead of seeing these challenges as the end, you could view them as the foundation for something even greater? Rebuilding yourself begins with this simple yet profound realization: what seems broken is simply an opportunity to rise stronger and wiser. Rebuilding is an active process, not a passive one. It's not something that happens to you, but something you choose to do. In the face of adversity, you must decide that you will not be defeated, that you will not allow yourself to remain in a broken state. It requires an intentional shift in perspective, looking at your circumstances not as permanent limitations, but as temporary obstacles that can be overcome. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure carries within it the seed of growth. What seems like the end of your journey is, in fact, an invitation to rebuild, reshape, and redefine yourself. The power of rebuilding yourself lies in the fact that it allows you to take control. Instead of allowing life's difficulties to dictate your future, you begin to write your own story. You begin to see every difficulty, every moment of hardship as an opportunity to grow and become better. The more you choose to rebuild, the stronger your foundation becomes, and the less likely you are to be broken by life's challenges in the future. When you decide to rebuild, the process often starts with the realization something in your life, whether it's your mindset, your habits, or your environment, needs to change. It's a call to examine what's working and what's not. This self-reflection is crucial because it gives you insight into what needs to be transformed. Sometimes it means identifying toxic habits, limiting beliefs, or old ways of thinking that have been holding you back. Other times it's about finding the strength to let go of relationships or situations that no longer serve your growth. It requires honest self-assessment, asking yourself, what can I change to become the person I want to be? In rebuilding yourself, you must recognize that the process may not always be easy. It may not always be immediate. It requires patience, persistence, and a deep belief that the work you are doing now will yield powerful results in the future. Just as a physical structure takes time to rebuild, your inner transformation also takes time. The walls you are putting up may seem fragile at first, but with each day, each action you take, each new decision you make toward becoming better, you are reinforcing those walls. You are creating a stronger version of yourself, even if it doesn't always feel like it in the moment. What's important to remember during this process is that rebuilding doesn't mean you were ever broken beyond repair. It simply means you were given the chance to evolve, to grow, and to step into a version of yourself that is more aligned with your purpose. Every time you face a setback and choose to rebuild, you are telling the universe that you are resilient, that you are unstoppable, and that nothing can break you. And through this resilience, you discover the depth of your own strength. The act of rebuilding also means reimagining what is possible. Often we limit ourselves by the boundaries of our past experiences or the mistakes we've made. But when you rebuild, you are no longer bound by those limitations. You begin to see that your potential is far greater than what you once believed. It's not about just returning to the person you were. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Someone who has learned from their struggles and is now ready to take on the world with renewed vigor and determination. There's also a deep freedom in rebuilding yourself. When you're forced to tear down old structures and habits, it opens up space for something new. The weight of your past mistakes, your regrets, or your fears can no longer hold you back because you've let go of them. You free yourself from the chains of self-doubt and fear of failure. And in doing so, you unlock the greatest version of yourself, a version that's more capable, more confident, and more aligned with the goals and dreams you once thought were out of reach. This freedom is what allows you to truly thrive. You begin to walk with your head held high, knowing that your past no longer defines you. Your past has shaped you, yes, but it doesn't limit your future. You are a work in progress, constantly evolving and expanding. The rebuilding process is not just about fixing what's broken, it's about transforming yourself into a force of strength, creativity, and resilience that no challenge can ever destroy. Rebuilding yourself is an act of empowerment. It is a declaration that you are in charge of your own destiny, that you have the power to transform your life no matter the circumstances. So when life knocks you down, remember this: you have the ability to rebuild, to rise, and to become even greater than before. The foundation is already within you, the strength is already there, and now it's time to rebuild. Letting go of the past is one of the most powerful and transformative steps in the journey of rebuilding yourself. It is not always easy, but it is essential for moving forward. The past, with all its mistakes, regrets, and failures, can weigh heavily on us. Often we hold on to these memories, believing that they define us, that they shape who we are and who we will become. However, to truly rebuild yourself, you must recognize that the past is not your identity. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not have the power to limit your future unless you allow it. At the heart of letting go is the realization that holding on to past mistakes and regrets only keeps you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer serves you. If you constantly replay the what-ifs or the could-have-beens, you are essentially reliving those experiences over and over again, preventing yourself from fully embracing the present and creating a new future. It's like trying to move forward while constantly looking over your shoulder. Eventually, you'll trip over your own feet. One of the hardest things to do in life is to release the emotional weight of past experiences, especially when those experiences involve failure, disappointment, or pain. However, when you hold on to the weight of past mistakes, you are allowing them to dictate your behavior in the present and limit your potential in the future. The mistakes you made are not who you are. They are simply lessons that you can learn from. By holding on to them, you rob yourself of the opportunity to grow and evolve. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting, but it means accepting that the past is in the past and no longer has the power to control you. To truly rebuild yourself, you need to make a conscious choice to forgive not just others, but also yourself. Self-forgiveness is one of the most liberating acts you can perform. When you forgive yourself for past mistakes, you free yourself from the cycle of guilt and self-blame. You begin to understand that everyone makes mistakes and that growth comes from learning from those mistakes, not from remaining stuck in them. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean you are excusing your actions, but it does mean that you are choosing to move forward with grace, compassion, and a renewed sense of purpose. It's important to recognize that the past often shapes our current beliefs and behaviors, sometimes in ways that are limiting. For instance, if you've experienced failure in a particular area of your life, whether in relationships, career, or personal growth, you may start to believe that you are incapable of success in that area. The scars of past disappointments can create deep-seated fears that you'll never be able to overcome them. These beliefs, however, are often rooted in fear, not fact. Letting go of the past means releasing those limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. You must challenge these self-imposed limitations and understand that your past experiences do not have the power to define your future. Every day is a new opportunity to redefine yourself and create a future that is aligned with your true potential. Letting go of the past also means releasing old identities that no longer reflect who you are. As you grow and evolve, you may realize that some of the labels you've carried throughout your life, such as being the failure or the person who always messes up, are simply not true anymore. The version of yourself that you once identified with may no longer be relevant. People change, circumstances change, and as you rebuild yourself, you must embrace the person you are becoming, not the person you were. You cannot move forward while clinging to outdated identities. It's time to release those old versions of yourself and step into the new identity that you are actively creating. This process of letting go is not about denial or suppression, it's about acceptance and healing. You must allow yourself the space to grieve the losses, acknowledge the pain, and then release it. Healing comes when you acknowledge the hurt, learn from it, and then set it down, choosing to move forward. It's important to remember that you don't need to hold on to pain to prove that you've been through something difficult. You don't need to carry the emotional weight of past failures to validate your experiences. True healing comes when you make the conscious choice to let go of what no longer serves you. One of the most liberating aspects of letting go is that it frees up emotional and mental space for something new. When you release old memories, old regrets, and old ways of thinking, you make room for new opportunities, new beliefs, and new growth. The more you let go, the more you open yourself up to the possibility of transformation. You create space for new dreams, new ambitions, and new possibilities to take root in your life. By shedding the weight of the past, you allow yourself to be fully present in the now, where true change can occur. It's also essential to recognize that letting go does not mean erasing the past from your memory. The lessons you've learned, the wisdom you've gained from past experiences will always be a part of you. What letting go really means is that you stop allowing the past to hold power over your present and future. You learn from it, but you don't live in it. You use the lessons it has taught you as tools to move forward with greater strength, not as chains that keep you bound to an outdated version of yourself. Letting go is also a process of trust. You must trust that the future holds something better than what you left behind. Trust that when you release what no longer serves you, you are making room for something greater, something more aligned with your true purpose and potential. The process of rebuilding yourself requires faith that even though the road ahead may not be clear, you are moving toward a future that is filled with growth, opportunity, and transformation. Letting go is a declaration of freedom. It is choosing to stop being a prisoner of your past and instead becoming the author of your future. The moment you let go, you free yourself to step into the life you were always meant to live. The past no longer dictates who you are or where you're going. You become the person who has the power to choose, to create and to rebuild a life that reflects your true potential. Creating a vision for your future is one of the most powerful and transformative steps in the process of rebuilding yourself. A vision is far more than just a goal or a dream. It is a guiding light that helps you navigate through life's uncertainties, challenges, and obstacles. Without a clear vision, you may feel lost, directionless, and adrift, unsure of where you're headed or what you're working toward. But when you have a vision, you give yourself a purpose, a roadmap for where you want to go and who you want to become. It provides focus, motivation, and the determination to keep going, even when the road gets tough. One of the first steps in creating a vision is understanding that you are not limited by your past. Too often, we look at our previous failures or setbacks as barriers that will prevent us from moving forward. We tell ourselves that because we failed before, we're destined to fail again. But this is a lie. Your past does not define your future unless you let it. Your mistakes, your failures, and your challenges may have shaped who you are today, but they do not have the power to shape who you will become. The future is a blank slate, and you have the power to fill it with whatever you choose. Creating a vision allows you to break free from the chains of past limitations and imagine a future where you are not bound by previous mistakes or regrets. A powerful vision is also one that is aligned with your deepest desires and values. It is not enough to simply set goals that sound good or that others expect you to pursue. Your vision should be a reflection of who you truly are and what you genuinely want to achieve in life. This means taking the time to connect with your inner self, to understand your values, passions, and strengths. What are the things that bring you the most joy? What are you truly passionate about? What makes you feel alive? A vision that is aligned with your true self will always be more motivating and fulfilling than one that is based on expectations or superficial desires. When you create a vision for your future, it's essential to make it bold and expansive. Too often we limit ourselves by setting goals that are comfortable and safe. We choose what feels achievable instead of daring to dream big. But the purpose of a vision is to push the boundaries of what's possible. A powerful vision should challenge you, stretch you, and inspire you to reach beyond what you think is possible. It should be a vision that excites you, that makes you feel energized and passionate about the future. If your vision doesn't make you feel a sense of urgency and excitement, then it may not be big enough. However, while your vision should be bold, it must also be grounded in reality. It's not enough to simply dream big. You must also be willing to take practical steps toward making that vision a reality. Having a clear vision doesn't mean that everything will fall into place automatically. It requires action, commitment, and persistence. This means breaking down your vision into actionable steps, small, measurable goals that move you in the direction of your larger vision. When you have a roadmap, it becomes easier to track your progress and stay on course. Without concrete steps, your vision remains a dream, and dreams without action remain unfulfilled. Another crucial aspect of creating a vision is that it should be adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances can change unexpectedly. The path to your vision may not always be straightforward. You may encounter obstacles, setbacks, or detours that force you to reassess your goals. That's why it's important to remain flexible. Your vision is not a rigid destination, it's a guiding direction. The ability to adjust your vision in response to life's challenges and changes is an essential part of the rebuilding process. It's about finding new paths and solutions when the original route no longer seems viable. A flexible vision allows you to stay focused on your end goal, even if the specific steps to get there need to change. In addition to adaptability, your vision should be rooted in your purpose. Purpose gives your vision meaning and direction. When you are connected to your deeper why, you can overcome almost any obstacle that stands in your way. Purpose provides the fuel to keep going when things get tough. It's what drives you to push through the hard times and keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems unclear. When you have a strong sense of purpose, your vision becomes more than just a set of goals, it becomes a mission. It becomes a calling, something that resonates deeply within you and propels you toward your future with passion and determination. It's also important to realize that creating a vision is not a one-time event. Your vision will evolve as you grow and change. What you want today may not be what you want 5 years from now, and that's okay. The process of rebuilding yourself is one of constant evolution. As you grow, so too should your vision. You may discover new passions, new strengths, or new opportunities that cause you to shift your focus or expand your goals. Your vision should be a living, breathing entity that evolves as you do. It's not about having a perfect vision that never changes. It's about being open to growth and transformation as you continue your journey. Creating a vision for your future also requires a strong belief in yourself. You must truly believe that your vision is possible. Without self-belief, your vision will remain just that, a dream. The most successful individuals are not those who never face challenges or obstacles, but those who believe in their ability to overcome them. A vision is powerful when it is paired with unshakable faith in your ability to make it a reality. This belief comes from within. It is the understanding that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of the future you envision. Lastly, a vision should inspire action. It is one thing to have a vision, but it is another to take the necessary steps toward realizing it. Having a vision should create a sense of urgency and excitement about the future. It should motivate you to get out of bed every day and put in the work required to make it happen. Vision is not just about seeing the future in your mind, it's about translating that vision into tangible actions in the present. The more action you take, the closer you get to your vision, and the more momentum you build toward creating the life you've imagined. A well-crafted vision is a powerful tool for rebuilding yourself. It helps you stay focused, resilient, and motivated as you move forward. It is a reminder that the future is full of possibility and that you have the power to shape it into something extraordinary. When you create a vision that is true to yourself, bold in its ambition, grounded in practicality, and driven by purpose, you set the stage for a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with your highest potential. Taking responsibility for your own growth is a fundamental principle in the process of rebuilding yourself. It is one of the most empowering and transformative actions you can take because it places you firmly in control of your own life. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It requires conscious effort, a willingness to change, and an unwavering commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. When you take responsibility for your growth, you acknowledge that you are the one who has the power to shape your future, regardless of your past circumstances. You realize that your life is the result of the decisions you've made, and that, moving forward, your choices will define who you become. The first step in taking responsibility for your growth is to stop blaming external factors for your current situation. It's easy to point fingers at circumstances, other people, or even the world at large when things aren't going the way we want. But the reality is that blame never helps anyone grow. Blaming others or circumstances keeps you stuck in a victim mindset. It removes your personal power and keeps you from taking ownership of your life. When you accept responsibility for your actions, your choices, and the direction your life is taking, you stop being a passive bystander and become an active participant in your own transformation. You stop waiting for things to change around you and start creating the change within you. Taking responsibility for your growth also means acknowledging that your current state, whether it's a place of struggle or success, is the result of the habits, beliefs, and actions you've chosen up until now. This realization can be uncomfortable because it means that you are no longer able to blame external factors for your challenges. But this discomfort is the first step toward empowerment. By accepting that you are the creator of your reality, you begin to shift from a mindset of helplessness to one of empowerment. You stop waiting for someone else to rescue you and begin taking the necessary steps to build the life you want. One of the most important aspects of taking responsibility for your growth is recognizing that growth is a continuous process. It doesn't happen overnight. And it certainly doesn't happen without effort. Growth requires constant attention and work. The person you are today is not the person you have to be tomorrow. Your future self will be shaped by the decisions you make today, and it's important to remember that every small action you take contributes to your overall growth. If you want to rebuild yourself, you need to be committed to ongoing improvement. This means being intentional with your time, your energy, and your actions. Rebuilding yourself is not about achieving a fixed point, it's about continuous evolution. Another key aspect of taking responsibility for your growth is the willingness to embrace discomfort. Growth doesn't come from staying in your comfort zone. In fact, growth only occurs when you challenge yourself, push past your limits, and face the discomfort that comes with change. This can be difficult because as humans, we tend to avoid pain and discomfort. We seek the path of least resistance. And often that path leads to stagnation. But when you decide to take responsibility for your growth, you accept that discomfort is a necessary part of the process. It's through this discomfort that you learn, grow, and stretch into new versions of yourself. Whether it's learning a new skill, stepping into a leadership role, or confronting old fears, the ability to embrace discomfort is what separates those who grow from those who stay stuck. Taking responsibility for your growth also involves adopting a mindset of accountability. No one can grow in isolation. While self-discipline is crucial, accountability partners can be an essential tool for growth. Having someone to hold you accountable helps keep you on track, especially when your motivation wanes or when challenges arise. Accountability helps you stay committed to the goals you've set, ensuring that you don't give up when things get difficult. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a trusted friend, having someone who can offer guidance, feedback, and encouragement can make all the difference in your growth process. Another powerful aspect of taking responsibility for your growth is the need to develop a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through dedication, hard work, and perseverance. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their abilities, but rather an opportunity to learn and improve. A growth mindset encourages you to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. When you take responsibility for your growth, you adopt this mindset and see every setback as a valuable lesson that contributes to your overall development. With a growth mindset, you are less likely to get discouraged by failure and more likely to persist until you succeed. It's also important to recognize that growth requires self-reflection. You must regularly assess where you are and where you want to be. Without self-reflection, it's easy to drift through life without realizing how far you've come or how far you still need to go. By reflecting on your experiences, you gain insight into your strengths, your weaknesses, and the areas where you need to improve. Self-reflection is like taking a snapshot of your current self. It helps you understand what is working, what isn't, and need to make to keep moving forward. This practice can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply taking quiet moments to check in with yourself. It's about asking the hard questions. Am I on track? What do I need to do differently? What am I avoiding? In addition to reflection, personal responsibility requires you to be intentional with your time and energy. Growth doesn't happen by accident. You must choose to invest your time and energy in things that will contribute to your personal development. This may mean cutting out distractions or saying no to things that don't align with your goals. It might require you to prioritize learning, growth, and self-care over temporary pleasures or comforts. The more intentional you are with how you use your time, the more progress you will make toward your vision. Another key part of taking responsibility for your growth is learning to be disciplined and consistent. Growth requires more than just motivation. It requires daily action and commitment. Motivation can be fleeting, but discipline is what sustains you over the long term. It's the ability to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and put in the work necessary to achieve your goals. Consistency is key to building momentum. The small daily efforts add up over time and lead to big results. Even when progress seems slow or insignificant, discipline ensures that you keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps may be. Taking responsibility for your growth means choosing to be proactive rather than reactive. It means recognizing that you are the one who has the power to change your life and that you can no longer wait for circumstances to improve. The more you take responsibility for your growth, the more empowered you will feel. You will realize that your future is not determined by external forces, but by the choices you make today. When you commit to your own growth, you open the door to limitless potential, and the possibilities for your life become endless. Building new habits is one of the most crucial steps in the process of rebuilding yourself. Our habits define our daily actions, behaviors, and even our mindset. The habits we cultivate today shape the person we will become tomorrow. If you want to rebuild yourself and create a better future, it is essential to take a closer look at the habits that have brought you to where you are right now. The truth is, most of our lives are shaped by the unconscious patterns of behavior we follow day in and day out. These habits, whether good or bad, dictate how we spend our time, how we approach challenges, and how we ultimately define success and failure in our lives. To begin rebuilding yourself, you must first acknowledge that your current habits are the foundation of your current reality. If you want to change your life, you have to change your habits. This may sound simple, but the truth is that breaking old habits and building new ones takes time, effort, and persistence. Habits are deeply ingrained patterns of behavior that we have built over months or even years. To change them, you need to intentionally create new patterns that support your growth and align with the person you want to become. It starts with understanding that you have the power to reshape your habits. You are not a prisoner of your routine. When creating new habits, it's important to start small. Trying to overhaul your entire life at once is a recipe for overwhelming failure. Instead of making drastic changes overnight, focus on one small habit that you can easily integrate into your daily routine. For example, if you want to start reading more, begin with just 10 minutes a day. If your goal is to get healthier, commit to taking a 10-minute walk every morning. The idea is to build momentum gradually. Small wins lead to bigger changes over time. And starting small ensures that you don't set yourself up for disappointment. Over time, as you successfully integrate new habits into your routine, they will begin to feel more natural and automatic. Another important aspect of building new habits is understanding the power of consistency. Habits are built through consistent action, not sporadic effort. Consistency is the key to making a new habit stick. Research shows that it takes on average 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. This means that if you're trying to build a new habit, you must be committed to doing it every day, even when you don't feel like it. The goal is not perfection, but progress. Even if you slip up, don't get discouraged. Building new habits is a process, and it's normal to encounter setbacks along the way. The key is to get back on track as quickly as possible and continue building the new behavior. As you work to build new habits, it's important to stay patient and persistent. The process of habit formation can take time, and it's easy to become frustrated if you don't see immediate results. It's important to trust the process and understand that lasting change is gradual. Just as it took time to develop your old habits, it will take time to develop new ones. You won't see the full impact of your new habits overnight, but as time goes on, you'll start to notice the positive changes they bring. The key is to keep showing up, even when the rewards are not immediately visible. Consistency over time is what leads to real transformation. Another important aspect of building new habits is tracking your progress. Keeping track of your actions helps reinforce your commitment and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Whether it's through a journal, An app or a simple checklist tracking your progress allows you to measure how consistently you are sticking to your new habits. Celebrating small wins along the way is essential for maintaining motivation. Every time you successfully complete a new habit, give yourself credit. Acknowledging your progress keeps you motivated and reminds you that the effort is worth it. It also helps you stay focused on your goals, especially during times when it feels like progress is slow. Building new habits also requires a shift in your mindset. You must start thinking of yourself as someone who embodies the habits you want to create. If you want to be healthier, for example, start thinking of yourself as a healthy person rather than someone who is trying to become healthy. When you begin to identify with the behavior, it becomes easier to make it a part of your life. The more you believe in your ability to change and integrate new habits, the more success you'll have. Habits are not just about actions, they are about identity. When you change the way you see yourself, you change the way you behave. The final piece of the puzzle is being kind to yourself during the process. Habit formation can be challenging, and it's important to give yourself grace as you work through the difficulties of change. If you miss a day or slip up, don't beat yourself up. Instead, view these moments as opportunities to learn and adjust. Building new habits is not about perfection, it's about progress and persistence. Be patient with yourself, trust the process, and keep your eyes on the long-term goal. By focusing on small, consistent actions and aligning your habits with your vision for the future, you can build a foundation for lasting change. Your habits will become the scaffolding upon which your new life is built. With time, persistence, and dedication, you can create the habits that will transform your life and help you rebuild yourself into the person you're meant to be. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is one of the most powerful ways to rebuild yourself and create lasting change in your life. The people you choose to surround yourself with, your friends, family, colleagues, mentors, and even the communities you engage with, play a significant role in shaping your mindset, attitudes, and behaviors. If you want to elevate your life and make meaningful progress, you must be intentional about the company you keep. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is not just about being around people who lift you up. It's about aligning yourself with those who support your vision, challenge your growth, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. The first step in surrounding yourself with positive influences is to evaluate the people currently in your life. Take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Who are you spending most of your time with, and how do they affect you? Are they people who encourage you, believe in your potential, and push you to be better, or do they bring negativity, doubt, and limitations into your life? The people you spend time with directly impact your energy, mindset, and ability to succeed. If your circle is filled with people who constantly criticize you, hold you back, or drain your energy, it will be much more difficult to make positive changes in your life. In contrast, when you surround yourself with those who are supportive, optimistic, and growth-oriented, you will feel more empowered to pursue your dreams and overcome challenges. Building a positive support system begins with choosing relationships that inspire you. These are the people who make you feel capable, worthy, and confident. They are the ones who believe in your potential even when you doubt yourself. Positive influences may come in many forms: mentors, coaches, friends, family members, or even role models from a distance. They are individuals who encourage you to take risks, celebrate your wins, and help you learn from your losses. When you surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you, you are more likely to stay focused on your goals and push past the obstacles that might otherwise hold you back. At the same time, it's essential to recognize that you also have to contribute positively to the relationships around you. It's not enough to just seek out people who uplift you. You also need to be that positive influence for others. Relationships are reciprocal. And by offering your support, encouragement, and wisdom, you create an environment of mutual growth and empowerment. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is not just about what you can get, it's also about what you can give. By being a source of positivity and support for others, you elevate yourself in the process. Positive relationships are built on trust, respect, and a shared commitment to growth, and when you contribute to the growth of others, you will see your own transformation flourish. One of the most important aspects of surrounding yourself with positive influences is being mindful of the media and content you consume. In today's digital age, we are constantly bombarded with information through social media, news outlets, and other forms of media. While some of this content can be educational, uplifting, and inspiring, much of it is negative, divisive, or unproductive. The content you consume shapes your beliefs, attitudes, and emotions, and it can either inspire you or drain your energy. If you want to rebuild yourself, it's crucial to be selective about the media you engage with. Follow people, pages, and channels that align with your values, vision, and goals. Seek out content that educates you, motivates you, and challenges you to think differently. By consciously choosing the media you consume, you ensure that your mind is filled with positive, empowering messages that help you grow. Another key factor in surrounding yourself with positive influences is the power of accountability. One of the most effective ways to rebuild yourself is by having someone or a group of people who hold you accountable for your actions and progress. Accountability partners are people who support you by tracking your progress, offering feedback, and ensuring that you stay focused on your goals. Having someone to check in with regularly makes you more likely to stay disciplined and committed to your growth. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility, motivating you to keep moving forward even when you don't feel like it. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, or a coach, having someone who holds you accountable will help you stay on track and continue pushing toward your goals. When seeking positive influences, it's also important to seek out mentors who have already achieved what you want to achieve. Mentorship is an incredibly powerful tool for growth, as mentors can offer wisdom, guidance, and support based on their own experiences. They can help you navigate challenges, avoid common pitfalls, and see opportunities that you might otherwise overlook. A mentor can challenge you, inspire you, and push you to go beyond what you thought was possible. Mentors not only provide valuable insights, but they also model the behaviors and attitudes that contribute to success. By learning from those who have already walked the path you're on, you can shortcut your own journey and avoid unnecessary mistakes. While positive influences are crucial, it's equally important to remove or limit the time you spend with negative influences. This doesn't mean you should sever ties with everyone who is negative, but it does mean being mindful of how certain people affect your energy and mindset. Negative influences can be toxic, draining your emotional resources and undermining your self-confidence. They may criticize your dreams, belittle your efforts, or spread negativity and doubt. These individuals can cause you to question your abilities and hold you back from pursuing your potential. It's essential to protect your energy by setting boundaries with people who bring negativity into your life. This may involve distancing yourself from certain individuals or limiting the amount of time you spend with them. While you can't control other people's behavior, you do have control over how much influence they have on your life. In addition to people, your environment plays a huge role in shaping your mindset and behavior. The spaces you spend time in your home, your workplace, and even the places you visit can either support or hinder your growth. Surround yourself with environments that inspire and motivate you. Create spaces that reflect the life you want to build, whether that's a clean, organized workspace or a peaceful, inspiring home environment. By intentionally designing your surroundings, you create a positive atmosphere that reinforces your commitment to growth. Lastly, be selective about the communities you engage with. Whether it's online groups, social circles, or professional networks, the communities you belong to have a significant impact on your mindset and actions. Surround yourself with people who are focused on growth, who share similar values, and who encourage you to rise to your full potential. Engaging with supportive communities will provide a sense of belonging, accountability, and encouragement, helping you stay motivated and connected as you rebuild yourself. In conclusion, surrounding yourself with positive influences is a key ingredient in the process of rebuilding yourself. By carefully choosing the people, media, mentors, and environments that align with your vision for the future, you create a supportive foundation for your growth. Positive influences help you stay motivated, focused, and inspired as you navigate the challenges of transformation. By investing in relationships and communities that encourage your personal growth, you position yourself for success and empower yourself to achieve your goals. Embracing challenges is one of the most powerful ways to rebuild yourself, as it directly connects to your ability to grow, evolve, and reach your fullest potential. Life by nature is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of adversity, but rather than avoiding these challenges, the key to personal transformation lies in facing them head on. Every challenge you encounter is an opportunity to test your limits, refine your skills, and expand your capabilities. When you embrace challenges instead of fearing them, you open yourself up to the possibility of profound growth and development. The first step in embracing challenges is to shift your perspective on what challenges really are. Too often, people view challenges as negative or as something to avoid at all costs. It's natural to feel discomfort when faced with a challenge, and it's easy to assume that a challenge is a sign this is wrong or that you are on the wrong path. However, challenges are a natural part of the journey to success and personal growth. When you change your mindset and see challenges as opportunities for growth, you begin to approach them with curiosity and determination rather than fear and resistance. Every obstacle you face is a chance to learn, adapt, and strengthen your character. Rather than feeling defeated by a challenge, shift your thinking to this is my chance to grow, or this challenge will make me stronger. One of the most powerful reasons to embrace challenges is that they build resilience. Life is rarely a straight path. It is filled with bumps, twists, and turns. By facing challenges head on, you build the emotional and mental strength necessary to navigate life's ups and downs. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it's a skill that is honed only through facing difficult situations. Every time you confront a challenge and come out the other side stronger, you reinforce your ability to persevere through future difficulties. Resilience is an essential trait for anyone who is committed to personal growth, because it allows you to keep moving forward even when things get tough. The more challenges you take on, the more resilient you become, and the more capable you feel of handling anything that comes your way. Embracing challenges also helps you expand your comfort zone. Growth occurs outside of your comfort zone, where you are forced to confront the unknown and push past the boundaries you've set for yourself. When you consistently take on challenges, you stretch your limits and expose yourself to new experiences. Each challenge provides a chance to expand your skills, knowledge, and self-awareness. While stepping outside of your comfort zone can be uncomfortable at first, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Challenges push you to grow in ways you didn't think were possible. Over time, you will begin to notice that things that once seemed difficult or intimidating no longer feel as daunting. As you take on more challenges, your self-confidence will increase, and you'll find yourself embracing even bigger opportunities for growth. Another reason to embrace challenges is that they help you uncover your true potential. Most people have untapped potential lying dormant within them, but this potential is only realized when faced with adversity. Challenges force you to dig deep and discover strengths and abilities you may not have known you had. When you're confronted with a difficult situation, you have to find creative solutions, tap into your inner reserves of strength, and learn new skills in order to succeed. Through this process, you begin to uncover parts of yourself that were previously hidden. You may find that you are more capable, more resilient, and more resourceful than you ever imagined. Challenges help you unlock your potential and give you the chance to show yourself what you're truly capable of achieving. In addition to personal growth, challenges often provide valuable learning experiences. When you encounter a setback or face a difficult situation, it is natural to want to avoid it or try to push it away. But in doing so, you miss out on the lessons that the challenge is offering. Every challenge comes with valuable insights that can help you improve and grow. When you embrace challenges, you allow yourself to fully engage in the learning process. For example, if you're faced with a failure, instead of getting discouraged, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Challenges encourage critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptability. The more you learn from each challenge, the better equipped you become to handle future obstacles. Embracing challenges is not just about enduring hardship, it's about extracting wisdom from each experience and using it to improve your approach moving forward. One of the most powerful ways that challenges help you rebuild yourself is by strengthening your determination and willpower. When faced with a difficult situation, it's easy to want to give up, especially when the going gets tough. But embracing challenges means committing to seeing things through no matter how difficult they may seem. Challenges test your perseverance and your commitment to your goals. The more challenges you take on and overcome, the stronger your willpower becomes. It teaches you to keep going even when things don't go as planned, and it helps you build the inner strength to persevere in the face of adversity. Determination is the fuel that drives you to keep going, even when you feel like quitting. Through challenges, you develop the mental toughness needed to push through obstacles and keep moving toward your goals. Additionally, challenges are an inevitable part of success. No great achievement comes without obstacles, and the road to personal transformation is no exception. If you want to rebuild yourself and achieve meaningful change in your life, you must be willing to accept that challenges are part of the process. Each challenge you face is a stepping stone on your path to success, a necessary component of the journey that will ultimately bring you closer to your goals. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about learning how to face them, overcome them, and grow from them. Every challenge you embrace builds the foundation for your future successes. In conclusion, embracing challenges is a powerful way to rebuild yourself and accelerate your growth. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, you increase your resilience, expand your comfort zone, uncover your true potential, and develop the determination to keep pushing forward. Challenges are not roadblocks to success, they are the very things that make success possible. Through every challenge you face, you grow stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle whatever comes next. The more you embrace challenges, the more capable you become of creating the life you desire, and the more prepared you are to face whatever challenges lie ahead. In conclusion, rebuilding yourself is a transformative journey that requires intention, commitment, and a willingness to embrace change. Each of the steps we've discussed, understanding the importance of self-reflection, building new habits, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and embracing challenges works together to create a solid foundation for personal growth. Rebuilding yourself isn't about becoming someone you're not, but about rediscovering the strength and potential that have always been inside you. It's about shedding the limitations of your past and stepping into a future where you are empowered to live with purpose, resilience, and confidence. As you begin this process, remember that transformation takes time. It's not about instant results, but about consistent effort and the small daily actions that, over time, lead to lasting change. Be patient with yourself as you navigate this journey, and be prepared to face obstacles along the way. Every challenge you encounter is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Embrace these moments as they are the building blocks of your evolution. Ultimately, rebuilding yourself is about creating a life that is aligned with your values, passions, and goals. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, one that is confident, resilient, and ready to face whatever comes your way. By committing to this process, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and embracing the challenges that come with growth, you will unlock the limitless potential within you. Your journey of self-rebuilding is not just about changing who you are, it's about discovering who you were always meant to be. Keep moving forward and trust that every step you take brings you closer to the person you're destined to become.